Let me turn that off. I also cannot have the game on the screen, so we're going to throw that over here. Ooh, actually, that's not going to work, huh? I do, in fact, need the chat. Okay. So I was trying to find like a website that live updated the game. I think this will be good. I just don't know where it's gonna like start tracking the game, you know? At the top here? Perhaps? I don't know. ESPN? What a great picture. See, I locked in the Browns today, folks, okay? I locked them in. On my pick'ems. Oh, shoot. Okay, so I need to not click on anything. So, oh, what's this? I don't know what that is. Hopefully it won't start playing. So I was going to have some, like, McDonald's today, because I was like, oh, I got up early. And the line for McDonald's was absolutely crazy. So I do have a Sheetz burrito here. No tots. And then I also have some Red Bull, because the people of the United Kingdom love Red Bull. You know? It's going to be a little bit weird watching this without, like, the actual sound for the game, but it is what it is. Mr. Brickdo, will the Browns win today? Hello?
It is a strong possibility.
Ho ho ho, a strong possibility. All right. Browns are getting the ball first. They kick the ball out of bounds. No. Here comes Dylan Gabriel. The scorebug's going to be a little bit ahead of me, isn't it? Because I'm watching the game on that TV app, so... Can we not get spoilers? Please.
Oh, no.
All right.
This
Dylan Gabriel
doesn't look...
takes the snap with 2 seconds on the clock, hands it off to Judkins. Judkins gets about 4 yards there.
Spinning platforms.
A positive play, though.
What
Positive
is
play on the first drive.
this?
Let's fucking go. About damn time.
Wow, that was close.
Yeah, I see the flag here. But yeah, there was no flag. Looks like Judkins again for 3 or so yards. Fantastic. Oh, no. There was a flag. Second down. Holding, of course. Holding on 72. What are you going to do? So now, we're most likely going to throw the fall. Which will be the first... Well, I guess, no, not technically his first pass. His first pass as a starter. We'll say that. It's 2-16 now. All right, boys. Let's get this bread. Some interesting movement in the backfield. A fake screen throw. Ninjoku gets the ball. He barrels. Oh, he's only about 2 away or so from the line of from the first down. Very good. Very good indeed. How's it going today, by the way, everyone? Callus, congrats to Greedy for getting first. Also, Lucy. All right, third down. Another throw. Oh, overthrown by a mile. Now it is 4th down and 3. And the punting unit is coming onto the field because, you know, we can't be aggressive at all against a Vikings team that most likely will, you know, have a good day. You know, we should have just handed the ball off to Judkins there. I don't know why we didn't just hand off the ball to Judkins. He's good for 5 yards at least. All right. Ball at the 8 on the Vikings. Need to clean my car. And I'll be heading off to Orlando. Oh, have fun in Orlando. Here comes. Okay, so Carson Wentz is starting today. I didn't look that up beforehand. Who might actually be more competent in the role of quarterback than JJ McCarthy? Who? Sorry, I didn't eat breakfast yet. I'm sorry, folks. All right, Vikings running back is getting, what is that, first down already? Love that. Defense is moving a little slow today. Who was that, Mason? Eating a breakfast burrito from Sheetz. Yeah, it was Jordan Mason. Okay, they marked him down at the, a yard short. But now he does get it with room to spare. Oh, look, it's what we should have done with Judkins when we were on, 3rd and 3. Mason, the numbers? That's right. Last time the Browns were in the UK, we faced the Vikings, and we lost in a blowout. And I believe that was the year we went 0-16, or it might have been the 1-15 year. It's pretty bad. Quick dump off throw to Hawkinson, kind of like a semi-screen there. Only got a couple yards. Well, no, he got 9 yards. I guess I wasn't really paying attention. It's now 2nd and 1. Vikings do seem to be driving down the field pretty easily. Defense is taken aback by the time change. Wentz dumps it off to number 10 for a first down plus extra yards. Who was that? Oh, that was Justin Jefferson. JJ. Oh, number 18. You see, the numbers are all covered up by other players. It's hard to tell sometimes. JJ gets his first catch of the game. Ooh, big throw by Wentz. Trying to get the JJ. Looked like obvious pass interference, but it is not called. Let's fucking go. Yeah, they tried to go for it all. Gavin Newsom on the coverage. Bumped into Jefferson. But they did not call a pass interference, luckily. I feel like any other day, that would have been pass interference. All right, Wentz hands it off to Mason. It's about 5 yards. Oh, is there a fumble? There might have been a fumble. Browns players are saying they have it, as you usually do. Just, blatant, just saying anything to try and get the fans excited. The refs are waving it off. There has not been a signal yet on who has the ball. It looks like the ball definitely was out before he was down. Oh, yeah, that was punched out by number 91. Great, clean punch out there. I guess we'll see who has the ball when we get back from commercial. Oh, boy. If we get this fumble, that would be huge. Give us some momentum, hopefully. Let's see. ESPN app says fumble recovery. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see what the refs say. Should I narrate the commercials as well? All right, we have American Home Shield. We have Cinnamon Toast Crunch with Amon-Ra St. Brown and Justin Jefferson. They are wearing the Cinnamon Toast Crunch jerseys. Neither of these players would ever eat Cinnamon Toast Crunch in their life, especially on their diet. We have a car commercial. A woman is very pregnant, and they have 2 dogs. The 2 dogs are worried about the baby coming, and the father is trying to soothe them. They're curious. A few months later, there are 2 babies. It was twins. Those babies are very large. The dogs, though, seem content to be in the back because there's so much room in a Lexus. All right. We have a Pepsi commercial with Josh Allen and Justin Jefferson. Randomly, the Commanders mascot was there. I guess I couldn't get Jaden Daniels. And it looks like the Browns had the ball. Let's fucking go. All right. Let's fucking go. They're showing the fumble over and over again. But yeah, definitely went to a Browns hands. Awesome. Let's fucking go. All right, and they hand off to Judkins for first down. Judkins on the outside. He's running down the field. The 20, the 15. He is down at the 14-yard line, it looks like. Huge run by Judkins. Holy shit. That's what I'm talking about. Just hand it off to fucking Judkins every single fucking time. Let's go. What am I forgot to activate touch portal. Hold on 1 second. You need a Judkins first TD. That is in the cards right now as we are at the 14. Actually, it looks like they put him down at the 15. All right. They hand the ball off to the running back again. 9 yards, or possibly 8 or 9 yards on the carry. I believe it was Judkins again. All right. Good run again. We should just keep handing it off at this point. All right. Judkins in the backfield, 2 yards to the first down. We are in the red zone, right? Almost the 5-yard line. Fake handoff to Judkins. Gabriel goes back and throws. Missed in the end zone to number 16, Bond. It looked like another pass interference, possibly, but I do believe that the safety there was actually doing a pretty good job just defending that. I don't think that was a pass interference, even though they would want a pass interference call, you know? It is 3rd and 2. Let's just hand the ball off to Judkins. Get that first down. Hikes the ball. Run to the outside left. Judkins is getting... No, he got eaten up by Vikings defenders. Looks like it only got like an inch or so. They're keeping the offense on the field, it looks like. Fourth and 1. Surprisingly generous. Oh, we do have... Okay, they're keeping... This is a 4th and long 1. They actually hiked the ball to Judkins, who gets the first down. Judkins gets the first down with a little despair. Looks like he got about 2 yards on the carry. It was a long first down, though. That was about as long as you can get a first down there. We are knocking at the door. First and goal. All right, we're lining up. We're looking at Stefanski. We're in shotgun formation. Looks like a tight end set here. Probably going to be a run to the right side. Who was that? Ford up the middle. Yep. Ford up the middle. We are at about the 1 or 2 yard line. Maybe one with a little bit extra to give. All right, just pounded in there with Judkins. Ford guy still aligned. Kevin Stefanski brewing up a trick play probably that'll lose us 5 yards. Judkins in the backfield, number 10. Gabriel right up the center's ass. Motions a man on the left. Hands the... Oh, he fakes the handoff. He throws. Touchdown! Touchdown to number 44. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Browns touchdown. Where's that fucking button?
Go.
Fannin. Touchdown to Fannin. Not Judkins, unfortunately. I feel like Judkins could have gotten that. Couldn't have gotten that easily there. But first ever NFL passing touchdown for Dylan Gabriel to the left side. Excellent second drive there, capitalizing on that momentum from the fumble play. And now Schmitty just got to hit the extra point. That's my boy right there. Field goal is good. We are up 7-zip. Let's fucking go, folks. Let's fucking go. That is a strong start there. I'm not going to say too much until we get another drive from Gabriel because the first drive also, the first drive stalled out. But, I mean, that drive he passed a couple times. We ran the ball really well. I was thinking, everyone was going into this game, everyone's like, oh, the Vikings defense. But Vikings defense couldn't really stop us there. So I feel pretty good about that. Now, the Browns were also having trouble stopping the Vikings offense there. So we'll see. We'll see if our defense wakes up a little bit. You know, that time change does affect you a little bit, you know. Even days after you get there. Is this what happiness is? Rooting for a team is like? We beat the Packers. Right now, we have a commercial about lung health. 2 people are dressed up as a lung and talking to a lady who is going to go up some stairs, and they're concerned. They say, listen to your lungs. They want you to go in for a lung scan. Okay. Now we have an NFL in the UK commercial showing various teams. Here's the Jets and the Broncos, which is next week, I believe. Sauce Gardner, who lost the game for the Jets last week, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I mean, how far are you from Columbus? So Columbus is like a 2-hour trip. It's at, like, if you're asking about, like, because Ray's wedding is a 2-hour drive for me, and that is like kind of the same line, but you go towards Akron and then you go down, so it's a bit like a different way. I think it's about the same amount of time though. Where's my map so I can tell you exactly how long of a drive it is for me. Columbus, Ohio. It is 2 hours and 20 minutes right now, if I was to leave right now. But yeah, essentially it's actually Columbus is pretty close to where the wedding is, isn't it? It's just kind of like almost directly diagonal, not diagonal, horizontal from it. Let's see, flag down on the kickoff. Holding on the receiving team? Possibly? Yes, holding on the Vikings. Let's go. All right. Callis, if you're going to be driving through Columbus, there's actually some really good video game stores around there. I went to one of them on my way back from vacation recently. All right. Vikings had the ball. Looks like they're going to hand it off here. Wentz, yep, there he goes. He hands it off to Mason, who gets about 7-8 yards there. Oh, no, that wasn't Mason. That was Scott. I don't know who Scott is. He's a running back, though. All right, Wentz lined up again. Looks like they're going in hurry-up offense, even though it's the first quarter. Well, he's taking a little time. He points at the defense. They get up and take a time. No, there's a flag. There's a flag on the field. False start. Offense. Let's fucking go. Trying to do that hurry-up offense. They don't even know the snap count. Get fucked. All right, it's 2nd and 8. They've gotten 2 flags this drive, which have really hampered them. Motion in the backfield. Handoff to, looks like Mason. They only got about 1.5 yards, possibly. Myles Garrett with the tackle on that one. Myles looking to add Wentz to his graveyard. All right, it's 3rd down. Adam Thielen on the right with Hawkinson. JJ on the left. Wentz looks like he's in shotgun formation. He drops back the pass. He unloads it, and that's a catch by JJ for the first down, plus a little extra. Goddamn. That's why you give the ball to your playmakers, folks. Newsome was on the coverage again. This time, couldn't stop him. Oh, wait, no, it wasn't Newsome. Number 26. All right. 1st and 10 for the Vikings at about the 45-yard line. Drops back. Fake handoff. Wentz throws. And out of bounds. Threw it out of bounds. All right. 2nd and 10. We'll see what Jim Schwartz does for this drive or this play. Wentz in shotgun formation. Motions Hawkinson. JJ on the left. Quick throw to JJ and first down plus 3 yards extra. Might want to cover that guy. Although it looks like the Vikings are doing some pretty good like coverage plays there where it doesn't look like JJ is going to go one route, but he actually goes that route. A little trickery in there. All right, Vikings line up. Shotgun formation once again. JJ on the left with the bright pink sneakers. Quick throw to JJ, but it's too high. All right, the breakfast burrito has been eaten. There's a flag on the play. On the offense, I take it no B-dubs today? I'll go to B-dubs. Like I said yesterday, we can just meet there around 1. Doesn't matter. The only thing I have to do is end stream. Everything else can wait. TJ Hawkinson on the left with a 3-yard pass there. 1st and 15. I believe it was a holding call. I wasn't paying attention. Yes, the Vikings are the first team in NFL history to play 2 international games in a row. We'll see if it is a good thing or a bad thing. All right, Vikings motion a man. Fake handoff. Big throw to number 1 for the first down plus extra. That was Naylor. Vikings are really passing the ball well today. Excuse me. And he was wide open for that. All right, Vikings are at the 30-ish yard line. Direct snap. Was that a direct snap? Trick play. Oh, boy. Trick play to the running back who threw the ball to number 84, Oliver, for a touchdown. That was like a 30-something yard throw or catch and run. Just a well-executed trick play there. Yeah, direct snap to the running back there. Looks like it was the backup running back. Really tricked the defense wide open for the touchdown there. Like, not even a Brown in sight. Line up for the field goal. And they spank the field goal down the middle. We are tied up 7-7. So who has the Vikings backup running back on their team, huh? That was Cam Akers, who passed the ball to Oliver for a 32-yard touchdown. All right. Well, that was not a good defensive drive there. Vikings threw the ball all over us. We got a Progressive commercial right now where Flo is talking to a lady who owns a cake business. Now we are in an office where a guy has Bud Light and hot dogs inside of his drawers. Peyton Manning is also there. And they also had a keg stand for instead of a water jug. Jaden Daniels opens up a secret door, and inside is chunky chili. Jaden Daniels. Yeah, the chili dog mac, the Campbell's chunky chili dog mac soup, or whatever you want to call it. Jaden Daniels loves that shit. Maybe that's why he was injured. Now we got a Trevor Lawrence and Hunter commercial where they are hanging out in a golf cart. This commercial is for Adidas, I'm pretty sure. All right, now we got... No, we're still on the Adidas commercial. All right, we got Gatorade, purple Gatorade. Josh Allen takes a big drink of purple Gatorade, and he starts sweating purple. Might want to go to a doctor for that. Now they're just showing clips of him jumping over things, and they also showed the electrolyte balance. Hey, Ray, how's it going this morning? Next commercial, lady brings an old TV into a store and hands it to a man, and she says, I want that TV, the LCD TV, and they're just talking about the TV here. Talking about, I don't know, picture quality. I don't have the volume up, so, you know. Bring your old TV to an AT&T or to a Verizon. I'm sorry, to a Verizon for extra money? I don't know. I don't know what that was. Yeah, it's sometimes hard to decipher these commercials without audio. Ray, are you good to go for recording this weekend? Monday, I should say. Monday.
Mental health check. I'm about, I would honestly say about 6.5. I'm getting better.
I watched E.T. yesterday. All right, Vikings kickoff.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, the Brown fakes not catching the ball, and they bring it up to about the 35-yard line there. They'll probably mark them down at the 34. Of course, they're showing the Vikings touchdown again.
Did you get Ferret 64 completed?
Yep, that's why I'm saying I'm good to go for today. I can always, the Browns recap, I can wait until after B-dubs. That's not a problem. All right, Browns with the ball. Hand it off to Judkins, who gets about 1 yard. Hopefully this drive keeps the energy going, because the Vikings definitely had a good game there. What games are at 1 p.m.? There's yeah. Browns in shotgun formation. Dylan goes back, throws the ball quickly to the running back, who is down at the 40-yard line for a gain of about 5. That was Sampson. What games do we have at 1 o'clock today? We have Lions and Bengals at 4. We have Texans and Baltimore. Raiders and Colts might be pretty good. Giants and Saints. Cowboys, Jets. Broncos and Eagles. That's going to be a game to watch. Broncos and Eagles. That'll be a good one. All right, Dylan goes back. Throws the ball quickly with a... Oh, that's a first down, I believe. They're marking him down at the... Yeah, past the... That was Fannin again. Jets. More like LOSE. R. S. Losers. Got him. Stefanski's getting pretty heated on the sideline. Dylan Gabriel in a T formation here. They snap the ball and give it to Judkins, who escapes on the left edge. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Browns. But there's a flag on the play. There's a flag on the play. Is the flag on us? Judkins looks a bit distraught. He is not celebrating. The referees are talking on the field. He's about to say something. Holding on the offense. Holding on the offense. Penalty. Wait, no. Holding on the offense. Okay, there was 2 holding calls on the offense on that play. Love that. One of them was on Fannin. Is that really? I mean, what? That was not a hold, but sure. The Jets are your team? I didn't even know that. Why the Jets? Jets your team? Just a regular question. All right, so we're pushed back to 1st and 20. Looks like we're probably gonna pass it here. Yep, fake handoff for Ford. Throwing to the left side. Looks like it was batted down at the line of scrimmage. So that's great. Do you even know me at all, Yemi, after all the podcasts we've been through? I mean, I guess I've never asked who your favorite team was. And if I did, I forgot. The Jets, though, huh? All right, 2nd and 20. Browns are probably going to run the ball this time, right? Nope. Ford takes a big hit. Why are we doing dump-off passes on the line of scrimmage? We get about 4 yards on the play. Why are we not throwing the ball down the field? We need 20 yards. We're going to let the clock run out for the first quarter. I do not understand the play calling. 2 dump-off passes to the line of scrimmage is not what we need right now. All right, we got a Battlefield 6 commercial with some famous people here, including Channing Tatum, who just got blown up. They're replaced by regular soldiers who are going into battle in a live-action trailer for Battlefield 6. A part of a building is exploding. My youth leader when I was in middle school, high school, was a huge Jets fan, so we'd watch their games when we could. And that was like my intro to National Sports Balls. I like the Animal Crossing music. I just have like a random 24-hour video game music soundtrack going right now. Well, that's interesting. That is interesting. See, I never would have guessed, because that's a pretty unique story. Well, you know, hopefully the Jets can get a win today for you, huh? Right now we have a Texans commercial with a guy named the Kilted Texan, who has a bunch of custom-made kilts with the Texans logo on them. Next up, we have NBA commercial where the kid is mimicking the... Nope, now we're on the baseball, tennis, NASCAR, soccer. Seems like this might be a commercial for maybe Nike or something. Okay, we got rodeo in there. Which it's a sport. Rodeo's a sport. Actually pretty fun to watch, honestly. People riding them bulls, getting horned, you know. I still don't know what this commercial is for. It's a bunch of different sports. They're showing a bunch of different sports and a kid in bed who is like dreaming about being a basketball player or something. There's an esports gamer girl. Myles Garrett was in there.
Yes, so true.
This commercial is still going, and I have no clue what this commercial is for. It was for loveyourmindtoday.org. All right. Interesting. That was a long-ass commercial. All right. It is the second quarter. The Browns are not looking hot on this drive. It is 3rd and 15. We could have had a touchdown there, but, you know, Browns got a Browns. And then we jump. False start. Come on. We have the the break between the first quarter and the second quarter, and we have 30 seconds of game time to tell these dudes what's going on. How do we do a false start there when you have like 15 minutes of a break there? Like, or maybe more like 10 minutes of a break there. Fucking ridiculous. So now we're at 3rd and 20. We're back where we started. And we jumped again. Most likely jumped again. We only got about 11 yards on the play for Njoku. So it doesn't even matter. False start. Offense. Penalty was declined. There was offsetting penalties. Okay, apparently there's offsetting penalties. So we have to replay the down. How about we don't jump this time, all right? I believe that was number 68 who jumped again. And now we're in punt formation, 4th down. I thought you had to replay the down. Guess not. So here comes Bajorquez. Punts the ball, gets it off. And looks like it went out of bound around the 20. No, about the 16 or 17. Yeah, not a great drive. I have a lot of questions about the play calling there. Like, a bunch of dump-off passes to the line of scrimmage is not going to win you a game. Like, you got to throw the ball downfield. It just doesn't make any sense. I mean, I understand the one pass was blocked at the line of scrimmage. Like, you know, Gabriel is a bit short, so, you know, it's going to happen probably. But, like, you definitely should have been throwing down the field. Like, even if you get, like, a 5-yard catch with a bit of a run, that's 10 yards there. But when you throw it to the line of scrimmage, it's more likely going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. Anyway, commercials up. We have a guy in a Washington Commanders jersey who forgot his phone in the car, so he runs into the car wash and opens the door to grab his phone and watch the Commanders game. A guy is eating pretzels while watching him. All right, we're another commercial. We're at a beach. Now we're holding hands with someone on a hammock, looking longingly into their eyes. They are swimming in a pool. They are playing basketball. They are dunking the ball. They are running on a trail. They are playing video games. They are singing karaoke. They're on the beach again, and now she has a ring on her finger. You're playing tennis. You're playing pool. Your life is flashy before your eyes. You're at a concert. You're on the beach again. A lot of beach going. You're at a tailgate. You're at a dance party. You're at the beach again. You're in the pool. You're by a tree. You're drinking at the bar. You're going to go home. You think that you're okay. You go up those stairs and try and get into your car. You're drunk. You're driving. Life flashes before you, and you run into a car. Now they're reversing the entire life story. Oh, and they're going back to an Uber. Okay, see? There we go. Do we really need a play-by-play for the commercials? I thought you liked the play-by-play for the commercials. See, you said love the commercial commentary too. You said that like 30 minutes ago. But now we don't like the play-by-play for the commercials? How's it going today, Kenobi? I will never not call them the Washington Generics since they went without a name for 11 billion years. There's one YouTuber who I watch, Urinating Tree. I know, weird name. But he calls them the Reskins, the Washington Reskins. Can I get a play-by-play of what's going on in your pants? Next week. Okay, we got Wentz. T formation, quick handoff, jet sweep to... Oh boy, they get the first down and a little bit more there. Jet sweep there for Naylor. How's it going this morning, Marie? Urinating Tree. He's a great YouTuber. He does a lot of good commentary on sports. He just, he has a name that he made when he was like, I don't know, 18 or something like that, you know? Oh, they came back from the replay. 2 yards for Mason. All right, Vikings in the huddle. Is 2nd and 9. All right, Vikings are
Hashtag Go Browns.
hashtag Go Browns. Okay, quick dump off pass to Mason,
Go Big
who
Blue.
gets about a yard, probably. Looks like a failed trick play there. Or not even a trick play, just a failed dump off play. That was a very Browns-esque play there. Throwing behind the line of scrimmage, getting 1 yard. They took that one right out of Stefanski's book. Who is playing Vikings QB? Wentz? Yes, Wentz is in. All right, Wentz in the shotgun formation. 4 seconds on the clock. 3, 2, 1. Oh, they got it off right before it hit 0. Wentz throws the ball quickly, but it is covered. They're probably going to call that pass interference. Yep, that time they did for Delpit. Let's see what they officially call it. They get an automatic first down for illegal contact. Love that. Oh, was it on Harden? McCarthy is still out? I believe so. He's either the backup QB or he's out. I'm not sure. I don't follow the Vikings that closely. So now they got a fresh set of downs from that. 1st and 10. Of course. They were at about the 40, looks like the 46 or so yard line, 47. Quick run to the outside. Gets about 8 yards on the play. 2nd down. The Browns defense is not as looking as stout as they have in the past couple of games here. Oh, it's 2nd and 1. So they got 9 yards on that play. All right, Vikings out of the huddle. Looks like it's going to be a run play up the middle with Mason. 4 seconds on the clock. 3, 2, and they do not hand it off. It's a fake handoff. Wentz is looking downfield. He throws, and it's overthrown to JJ. It is now 3rd and 1. If JJ had caught that, probably would have been gone because our defense can't tackle. All right, 3rd and 1. Myles Garrett lining up. Well, they're in the huddle. All right, Vikings come out of the huddle. Browns are ready to go. There's 6 seconds on the clock. 5, 4, 3. They snap it. Quick pitch play to the side, and Mason is taken down in the backfield. Loss of about 3 yards on the play. It is 4th down. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Let's go. 4th and 3. Are they going to try and do a field goal here, or are they going to punt the ball? Let's see what they do. 11 minutes left in the second quarter. They are punting the ball. They're not going to try and go for a long field goal, which makes sense, this early on. The punt is at the 10. He catches at the 10 there. Fair catch called. And now it is time for the offense to see what they can do this drive. So defense got a good stop there. Very excited about that. It's Randy time, folks. Do you have anything to say, bud? No. All right, Greedy doesn't like the play-by-play for commercials, so we're gonna sit here silently, okay? What is this comment? I forgot. The dog is a pot cake or feist? What?
Flip the switch. Look at that. This thing has a GameCube handle on its top.
Oh, he's Jack Russell mix. He's got a little Chihuahua in him. He's got a little Shih Tzu, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he's like Jack Russell Chihuahua the majority of it.
Not too shabby, huh? This is my real hair, by the way. Miss.
I don't know what that clip was. No, Greedy said we don't need it. Greedy said we don't need it, so. You know, I meant to look if I still have my like British outfit over here. It's not in there. Yeah, I don't know where my bag of money went, but I do have the hat. I do have the hat still. All right, Browns handed off here on second down. No, Dylan Gabriel kept the ball and got taken down in the backfield. It is now third down. Apparently a down happened while I was away. My bad. They should have probably just handed out the ball there. But no, it was a keeper. So these are the types of plays, like gadget plays, that I was talking about last week on the Fair Football. That could be good, but, you know. What the heck? Hey, what's up, Echo? How you doing today? All right, it's 3rd and 10. We got pushed back 3 yards from that. Gabriel is... he escapes the pocket. He runs. He's going. Taken down 2 yards shy of the first down. Honestly, good effort there. But unfortunately, he did not get the first down. 2 yards short. If he had just went a little bit more to the outside, I think he would have survived the shoelace tackle there. But unfortunately, he did not do that. Joe Flacco could never run that fast. So, but yeah, the offense stalls out there. Really weird play for second down with the gadget play there, and Bajorquez comes out to kick it on 4th and 2. All right, he gets the ball off. Looks like it's a pretty good one. There is a flag already on the play. And the Vikings are taken down at the 32 or 31 yard line there. Fantasy football? No, we're actually live reacting to the Browns versus Vikings game because they're playing in the UK today. So they're at 9. They started the game at 9:30. I'm doing well, though. The flag was on the Vikings, it seems. So they're going to be pushed back about, 10 yards there? 5 or 10 yards? from the spot of the punt there. So they're probably going to be at about the 25-yard line here. All right, so once again, the defense gets a good stop, but we cannot get anything going. But I will say that Gabriel doing that 8-yard rush was a good. Well, that was a good decision right there. He made it through the pocket, and he broke out there. If only he had gotten 2 more yards there, I think that drive would have been salvaged. When the fuck did the NFL start playing in the UK? So it's been about 5, 6, 7 years now that they started doing that. They usually just had 1 game a year. Now they've changed it to 2 games a year. They also added an Ireland game this year. 2 years ago they added Germany games, and last year they added Brazil. So they already did the Brazil game this year in São Paulo. They already did the Ireland game this year, which is new for this year. Ireland was new this year. This is our first of 2 UK games, and then there's a Germany game after this. And the Germany games are the most fun to watch because that crowd really gets into it. I mean, if there's one market that the NFL can break into other than the UK, you know, it's like Germany seems to be the one that is more popular with the audience there. But whatever. They might expand to Australia. I think Australia might be a bit too far for the NFL to travel. So what are our stats today so far? Dylan Gabriel, 43 passing yards, 7 out of 10 completions, 1 touchdown. Judkins, 7 carries, 48 yards. David Njoku is our top receiver right now with 24 yards. No sacks this game so far. Hopefully Myles Garrett can change that. It looks like right now Vikings have a 62.4% win probability, which is kind of crazy to me since we're still tied 7-7. I don't get it either, folks. All right, we are back. Vikings have the ball here. They're doing a Carson Wentz photo gallery at the moment. Looks like Carson Wentz was a Vikings fan all the way through up his teen years. All right. Carson Wentz. He is ready to go. He takes the snap. Oh, he motions the man. He motions JJ. He hands it off to Mason, who is taken down at the... Looks like they got about 3 or 4 yards on that play. Taken down at about the 20... What was that? Or maybe that was the 18. I can't tell where they are on the field right now. Hold on. Zoom out, man. Zoom out, cameraman. For the love of God. All right, it's 2nd and 6. They got 4 yards on that run. I think we all know who I'm rooting for in this case. Yes, the Browns, of course. Is this their way of making players work year round? It's still in the same the season. You know, this isn't out of season. All right, Wentz motions a man. Looks like the tight end, not Hawkinson. Well, that was a lineman he motioned. Wentz is doing a bootleg around, and he throws the ball out. With looks like Myles Garrett was in pursuit of him there. Let's see, matchups we got today. Broncos and Eagles, marquee matchup. Lions versus Bengals at the 4 p.m. slot. We have Bills versus Patriots tonight, which should be a pretty good game. I think that'll be a good test for Vrabel's defense there. All right, it is 3rd and 6. Carson Wentz in the shotgun with Mason next to him. We got a 3-receiver set on the left. 1 man in motion. Carson Wentz goes back. He escapes the pocket. There's a flag on the play. He throws down the field, and it is caught. It is caught by Naylor, who's down at about the 35-yard line. But there is a flag on the play. There is a flag on the play. Everyone's kind of milling around, waiting to see what's going to happen. There's fouls. Offsides on the defense, holding on the offense. So the The penalties will offset. We will replay third down. That is a big play. That is a big play to give up there. Garrett almost kind of screwed that for us, but luckily, because the play kept going, holding call. Also, a bit of a late hit on Wentz there by, what's that guy's name? It's a very long German name. All right, 3rd and 6. Carson Wentz in the shotgun formation. Looks like Mason is by his side again. He goes back to throw. He starts to run forward and he escapes, and he might, they're marking him down 1 yard shy of the first down marker. So it is now 4th down. It looks like they are going to, they are walking off the field very slowly. JJ, the last to get off the field. Now he's starting to jog off the field with Wentz. It is 4th and 1. It looks like they will be punting. Thank goodness. I feel like, I honestly, if they went for it on 4th and 1, they probably have a pretty good chance there. Brownie the elf on the sideline, trying to distract the punter. Punter gets the ball off. It looks like it's going to be a pretty good kick, all the way to about the 25. And the Browns punt returner escapes, and he is down at the 27, it looks like, or the 26. So, got about 5 yards there on that. We got a Steve Martin commercial for Wells Fargo. They're eating hot dogs at the game. The one guy is behind the bar there. Celebrity cam. It's a real Mike Wazowski moment where the one guy's covered up by the post. All right, 1st and 10. Myles Garrett talking to his defensive line coach. All right, we zoomed away. All right. Dylan Gabriel up again with, it looks like, possibly Judkins in the backfield. Motions the man. Ooh, it's a jet sweep. It's a jet sweep. He's going. He's got the first down. He's got the first down. That was a perfectly executed jet sweep. Let's fucking go. That was good play there. All right. We're in another I formation here. Well, I guess it's more of a T formation, honestly. Judkins in the backfield. Motions the man. They're not going to do another jet sweep. This time he hands it off to Judkins, who is running up the middle, and he gets caught up at around the 39-yard line. Couple yards on the carry there. Looks like they got his leg while he was going through the line. 2nd and 7. They're showing Joe Flacco on the sideline. Get this man off the screen, please. All right. 2nd and 7. Motions a man. Number 16 again. That's twice in a row. Fakes the handoff. And he is taken down in the backfield. That is a sack for the Vikings. First sack of the game. Probably lost about 6 yards there. Fan-fucking-tastic. Offensive line just letting Gabriel die there in that scenario. Judkins also got steamrolled by the defensive lineman there, so that doesn't help. Sack by number 44 is like pointing to the sky, but it was number 90 who took him down, so I'm not sure why he's celebrating. All right, we are 3rd and 13 now. Could be forced to pass the ball. Dylan Gabriel throws, and it is caught for the first down. Let's see if they call it a catch. Jerry Jeudy. They're calling it a first down as of right now, and the Browns are trying to hurry up and get to the line just in case. Jerry Jeudy with a nice curl route, almost like right there. Caught the ball pretty low to the ground. And they do get the play off, and they hand it off to... Oh, no, hold on. The game is being delayed by a challenge flag on the field. Probably challenging if that was a catch or not. I feel like that was a pretty late challenge flag, all things considered. Let's see the slow motion here. Judy catches the ball, and it hits the ground. That is going to be called back. That is going to be called back for sure. Motherfucker. Son of a bitch. That is definitely going to be called back. Judy had a big drop last week that could have helped us in that game against the Lions. This week, that drop right there, that drop right there is pretty bad, especially because we need some momentum here. I don't think we've gotten it feels like forever since we got a first down, even though we got one 3 plays ago, but still. All right, the commercial right now is an AI commercial for changing your pictures. I like that sound bit. Yeah, that's a classic one. All right, we got another making sure you have a designated driver commercial. We got another Wells Fargo commercial, this time with Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley, who really hasn't been that explosive this year. Maybe because he's in a Wells Fargo commercial. A lady just commented on how thick his thighs are. That's sexual harassment. All right, we are back. London Bridges. Oh, never mind. This is a commercial for the next week's game against the Broncos and Jets. Call has been overturned. We all saw that coming. And, yeah, that ball blatantly hit the ground. Fourth and 13. We are going to punt this away. Absolutely sucks. We got a little bit of momentum there. That catch would have been great. I do feel like that challenge flag was, like, right on the fucking snap there. I don't know. Anyway, Bajorquez going back to punt. He gets the ball off on a Viking near him. Probably because, ooh, that's a pretty good punt there. And it is downed at the 8. That's a pretty good punt. 4 minutes left on the game clock. We are still tied 7-7. Hopefully we can stop the Vikings from going down the field again. That way we can keep it tied. But it seems, I mean, I'm feeling a long, methodical drive by the Vikings here if our defense can't step up again. All right. Well, it looks like they downed the ball at the 11. I felt like it was at the 8, but I guess they did it at the 11 there. A little generous with the spot, in my opinion. Wentz motions a man, but hands it off to Mason, who is down at the 13-yard line about. So that was only a gain of like 2 yards, maybe even 1. Yeah, they're marking him down at the 12 there. So 1 yard gain. Myles Garrett in there with the tackle. Mason Rudolph? Isn't he still in the Steelers? All right, 2nd and 9. Wentz and Mason in shotgun
IDK.
formation. Myles Garrett on the line here, setting the edge. And Carson Wentz throws a pass to JJ, but it's short. That pass was short. Well defended there by the Browns. It is now 3rd and 9. All right, Myles Garrett. They're really focusing in on him. But he does seem to be a little tired. He's not really moving around too well today. Carson Wentz goes back for the pass. Oh, and he escapes the pocket, but he is taken down 3 yards shy of the first down. 4th down. 4th down and 2. And they are walking off the field. Wentz tried to escape the pocket there. It looks like he could have maybe had a long pass there, but Myles Garrett was right there to try and flush him out of the pocket. And luckily our 2 corners were there to take down Wentz. Vikings punt is away. It's a boomer. They throw that all, they get that all the way to the 18, but we get the ball up to about the 30 or the 20, is that the 34-yard line there? Pretty good return. Hey, how's it going today, Furmiddle Ferret? Hope you're doing well. We have a Geico commercial here. So here's what we need for this drive. We need Gabriel to have a nice, long drive down the field. If it ends in a field goal, that's fine, but a touchdown is preferable, of course, in almost every aspect. But if we get some points here, go into the half in the lead, that would be great. All right, we are at the 34-yard line. 1st and 10. Gabriel is in the shotgun formation. I believe Judkins is next to him. He hands the ball off, but we are taken down way in the backfield. That wasn't Judkins. That was, I don't know who that was. Number 22. That is a loss of about 5 on the play there, which is not the best way to start off this drive. Completely snuffed out by the defensive lineman there. Nothing really they could have done. 1st and 14, we get a nice quick pass for about, what was that, 6 yards there, the Jerry Jeudy. That play happened so fast that they hadn't come back from the replay of the last play. And now it is the 2-minute warning. I guess they weren't expecting the Browns to get a playoff there, but we did. Yeah, we're at the 2-minute warning. We're going to see some commercials here, of course. As long as we get, we got to get this first down here. It'll be 3rd and 8 when they come back. We got to get a first down here. We got a commercial with, what's his fucking face? Gronk. Now we have a okay, yeah, we have a Verizon commercial here with Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart, who is doing a comedy show in Saudi Arabia. Which is pretty crazy. And we got a Jersey Mike's commercial. Eli Manning going up against Danny DeVito. They both enjoy the sub, so they're okay. We really need to get this first down here. We can't give the ball right back to the Vikings. I mean, I know they didn't really have a good drive there, but anything can change from drive to drive at this point. I mean, both teams are tied here at 7. I just, I have a bad feeling if we give the ball back so quickly defense was already looking pretty gassed, honestly. Didn't like what I was seeing there. Especially with how Garrett was looking. He definitely looked a bit out of breath there. Oh, we're still on commercial break, though. We got another Jersey Mike's ad. All right, they're showing a highlight of Carson Wentz being taken down. Carson Wentz got to be careful. Not sure who their backup quarterback is in this game. Looks like he got the wind knocked out of him on the sideline there. All right, Browns 3rd and 8. Gabriel is in the shotgun formation. Our offensive line has to stop this rush. Quick throw to the side. And we are, I mean, that's got to be inches for Bond. That's got to be inches, 4th and inches there. Looks like Gabriel is trying to get the Browns to hurry up to the line on this 4th down here. 4th and 1. They're calling it 4th and 1. It's a... They snap the ball and hand it off. That is a first down. All right. Let's fucking go. Okay, we keep it moving here. We keep it moving. We have 1:20 left on the clock, with the clock still ticking here. Browns have not taken the timeout, and neither have the Vikings. Gabriel in shotgun formation snaps the ball. He throws, and ooh, it is almost intercepted there. That was a good coverage on Njoku by the defense there. That could have been his first pick of his career, but luckily it bounces harmlessly out of his hands. It's now 2nd and 10. Fifteen seconds on the play clock. Gabriel snaps the ball. He goes back. He throws a quick pass to the side. That is Ford, who gets the first down, and he's out of bounds at about the 39-yard line. Good play there. Stops the clock. Carson Wentz is going to the locker room early. That is not a good sign. Maybe he got something in his eye there. He did have the towel wrapped around his head for a little bit. The backup QB for the Vikings is someone named Brosmer. Probably a rookie from this recent draft, I would guess. I've never heard of him before. All right, it's 1st and 10. We are past the 50-yard line. We are in field goal territory. Gabriel is in the backfield, in the shotgun. I believe Ford is next to him once again. Ball is snapped at 1 second on the clock. Quick pass to Ford for a 5-yard gain. All right, they're doing hurry-up offense. Ford is still on the field. That was a 4-yard gain. We're at 2nd and 6. Gabriel goes back, passes the ball. It's a big pass to the side, but it is out of bounds. Stop the clock there. With 35 seconds left, it is 3rd down. We cannot play for a field goal right now, Stefanski. You have 3 timeouts here. We can easily stop the clock again if we need to. All right, 3rd and 6. Browns huddle up. Brian Flores on the sideline contemplating what the Browns are going to be doing on this play here. Probably going to be a run play since we stopped the clock. And the run game has been pretty strong today. 5 seconds on the play clock. Snaps the ball. Gabriel goes back. Throws the ball to the sideline. And Judy catches it for the first down. And the Browns call a timeout with 29 seconds on the clock. 1st and 10. Judy getting some redemption there. Good throw by Gabriel. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. You know, I've talked about this several weeks in a row now. Quick routes to either the outside or crossing in the middle. Dink and dunk is the way to go, really. Especially in the 2-minute drill. But we have 30 seconds on the clock. They gave him a second back. I'm feeling it. 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Browns in shotgun formation once again. We are at the 26-yard line. The ball is snapped with 4 seconds on the play clock. Gabriel passes to the outside, and it is caught! It is caught by Njoku, who caught it inbounds. The Browns call another timeout with, I believe, 24 or 23 seconds on the clock there. That is a first down by Njoku. Great pass into coverage, but Njoku grabbed that above the safety's hands. A little bit of a risky play, in my opinion, but still good. I mean, that's why you save these timeouts, folks. You got to save these timeouts. Whew. That was a, like I said, that was a bit of a risky throw there, but it all worked out, so not too bad, not too bad. All right, 1st and 10. We are at the 9-yard line. 25 seconds on the clock, and we got a timeout. Timeout by the Vikings. We are right here, folks. We are right frickin' here. They are showing the Oklahoma Sooners quarterbacks who have gone into the NFL. Baker Mayfield. Hurts. All right, we're in shotgun formation at the 9-yard line. Ford is in the backfield with us. Gabriel gets the ball and hands it off to Ford, who gets about... it doesn't look like there was any gain, maybe an inch there. 20 seconds on the on the clock here. Looks like another timeout was taken by the Browns. Looks like Stefanski is playing for the field goal at this moment. Not sure why we ran the ball there, if we were just going to call a timeout. I mean, I understand that the run has been working pretty well, but that's not Judkins. That is Ford. And I do not have as much faith in Ford as I have in Judkins. Also, Judkins still out. Ford is in the lineup still. Looks like we're going with a wide receiver set, though. Jerry Jeudy and Fannin on the left side. Gabriel in shotgun formation once again. Motions the man. The ball is snapped. Gabriel throws. It is batted down at the line of scrimmage. Out of bounds. Out of bounds. 16 seconds left. Could have been an interception there because of just how that ball was batted. Really popped it into the air there. That was too close. Yeah, it looks like his arm was caught while he was trying to throw the ball. Luckily, it does land out of bounds. It is now 3rd and goal with 16 seconds. Hey, what's up, 92 Oso? How you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Gabriel alone in the backfield. 2 seconds on the clock. Vikings take a timeout. 2 seconds on the play clock. I'm sorry. 2 seconds on the play clock. Vikings take a timeout. They have 1 remaining. All right. $16 seconds left. 3rd and goal. Still at the 9-yard line. We have not moved the ball since that initial play. Gabriel alone in the backfield once again. False start. Pretty obvious there. Same guy as before, number, 68 or whatever. False start on the offense. We get 5-yard penalty there. Pretty fucking funny there. That was 72 this time. It looked like it was the same guy as before. It was not. Unbelievable. So now, instead of being at the 9, we are at the 14. And we're going to be throwing the ball once again. Dylan Gabriel alone in the backfield. Do not have a good feeling about this. 5 seconds on the play clock. Snaps the ball. He throws out of the back of the end zone. Honestly, Fannin was open on the streak route there, but yeah, just wasted 3 seconds on the clock there. Browns are bringing out the field goal unit. Schmitty comes out. 13 seconds on the clock. I mean, honestly, it was a good drive by Gabriel. Just gunked up at the end there by a couple of bad throws and a penalty there. Schmitty lines up the field goal. And the kick is up. And it's good. Browns field goal, 3 points on the board. We are up 10-7 now with 9 seconds on the clock. We will have to kick it off here. Barring anything crazy, we should go into halftime in the lead. It's almost 11 o'clock, so we're going to... Oh, Wentz went into the blue medical tent there on the sideline. Then he went to lockers early. Wonder what's happening over there. If they have to put in their backup there, which is not McCarthy, it is a bit of a no-name. Looks like he's getting a bit of a pep talk by the quarterback coach there. He is a rookie, undrafted quarterback, 6'2", same age as Gabriel. He's probably going to just kneel the ball when they do get out there. I'm guessing Wentz just went to the locker room early to maybe tape something up or get something looked at. Maybe some soreness. Browns kickoff goes... Oh, they get the ball here. He runs it out to the 30, the 35, the 40, the 43-yard line. Actually, a pretty good return there. 3 seconds on the clock. There is a flag down on the field. I need some water during the halftime. Holding on the receiving team. That is a good penalty for us. First down, that pushes them back about, 5 yards there then. So here comes the rookie. For his first snap in NFL history, Brosmer. I feel like they're just going to kneel the ball. They are in a kneel formation with Jefferson in the backfield for whatever reason. But they do kneel the ball, and they will take it into halftime. So the Browns head into halftime in the lead, 10-7. Not the best performance that I've seen yet, but a pretty good performance nonetheless so far. Considering everything that was being said about this game going into it, people were making it seem like the Vikings were going to run all over us and throw all over us, which they did do for one drive. But our defense has woken up and gotten the stops there. And we did stop them on what could have been a long drive there, but we were able to stop them there. Gabriel had a good drive after that with a couple of good throws and a run in there. So, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty confident going into the second half. We'll see if Wentz is back for the second half, which I think he will be. I think he just went to the lockers early to maybe get something looked at. Has some soreness there. Yeah, while halftime is going, I'm going to get a drink and get some laundry going. I have some laundry in the wash right now. So enjoy the music. I will BRB. This is a good song. Oh, we're back. We're back. Oh my gosh. Why didn't you guys tell me we're back? Whoops. All right. Okay. By the way, I figured out the soundtrack. And we back. You see, I was on Photoshop, so I couldn't see chat, so that doesn't help. All right, we're at 2nd and 10. Third quarter, 14:49 on the clock. Carson Wentz motions a man, does a pitch play to Mason, who is taken down about 3 yards. Looks like he got about 2 or 3 yards there. We'll see what the spot is.
Use text to speech when in doubt.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Got to finish up that thumbnail later. 3rd and 7 right now. Carson Wentz did come out. So looks like Braz, or whatever his name is suited up and ready just in case something happens. Maybe something happened to Wentz's arm there. Looks like it has a bit of a heat pack on it or something like that. Carson Wentz goes back to throw and he lets it go, but it's and there. Not a catchable ball, but of course, so we get a flag for pass interference on Newsome. Let's see what the actual call is. Pass interference, yep, on the Browns. Of course, because it's 3rd down. Why would we be able to get off the field? You know what I'm saying? So now they get to free 15 yards there. Fantastic. Fan-4-stick. It wasn't even a catchable ball. Come on, man. So now it's 1st and 10. The Vikings are at the 44-yard line. JJ on the right side. Wentz fake handoff. Throws the ball. It's a big one to JJ, who catches it for a 1st down at the 35-yard line, deep in Browns territory. That is all they needed to get going on this drive. The penalty, and then JJ doing JJ things. Newsome just did not follow the route there. And now JJ is... technically that was taunting. He threw the ball into Newsome's face. But of course, it won't be called for the Browns' favor. Wentz goes back. Fake handoff. Throws. It is a big throw to... what's his face? Addison for a 1st down. They're at the 15-yard line there. Just dicing up the Browns secondary right now. This is not looking good. Our only hope is that the Browns hold them to a field goal at this point, get the game tied back up. We do not want the Vikings taking the lead here. I believe that was the first catch for Addison today. Carson Wentz in the shotgun. 2 seconds of the play clock. Snatches the ball, throws, puts it up in the air for JJ, but is overthrown just by a little bit. Also, the coverage was pretty good there. Probably wouldn't have gotten to him anyway. Who was that? Ward? Probably should keep Ward on JJ, seeing as Newsome has let at least 2 big plays go. One of them being a pass interference call. Second and 10. 10 seconds on the play clock. Wentz hands the ball off to, looks like Mason. He gets the edge. He gets the 1st down. He is out at about the 6 or the 5-yard line there. Gotta love it. We are just letting them get down the field at this point. I don't know what defensive changes we made, but they are definitely not looking good right now. But yeah, Mason gets the outside there, and Newsome misses the tackle. Let's see where they've spotted him. My phone just went off. That is not a good sign. They are at the 6-yard line. Mason is in the backfield. Wentz snaps the ball. Man in motion. Fake handoff. Throws to the outside to the tight end, who is tackled at the 3-yard line. Oliver. So now it is 2nd down and about 4 yards to the goal line. My phone just went off again. 2nd and goal. 4-yard line. And 3-yard line. They call him down to 3. Wentz in shotgun formation with Mason next to him. Mason motions to the other side. And the handoff to Mason. And he is through the line for a Vikings touchdown. There you go. Vikings touchdown. And is the field goal good? Let's see. Field goal is good. Now the Vikings are up 14-10. We're not doing terrible per se, but that was not a good defensive drive there by any stretch of the imagination. We pretty much let them go down the field, and on a down that we could stop them, the Browns get that penalty, which just really screws us up there. All right, let me upload this thumbnail. Need the thumbnail over here. All right. This is episode 292, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Hopefully defense can get back in a groove here. Would also like to see the offense get down the field and get a touchdown of our own after that drive. All right. Schedule that in for tomorrow. Are we back? Almost. Oops. All right. Kickoff for the Vikings. Lands at the 5. We take it up to the 20, to the 30, and he's down at about the 32. Not a bad carry there. Maybe he was down at the 30. So we just need to get that spunk back for this drive. Gabriel had a couple good throws there in the first half, especially at the end of the second quarter there. We just need to get the spunk back and get the ball down the field. Also, Judkins is back in the lineup. For whatever reason, Ford was in for the entire last drive that we had in the second corner. So now we are at the 31-yard line with 12 seconds on the play clock. He hands off the ball. There is a flag on the play. Judkins breaks off to the outside and gets a first down at the 42-yard line. But there is a flag on the play. Illegal formation on the offense. Love that. Love that. You know, we get a positive play, just get a penalty. It just doesn't make any sense. Every single fucking time. It is becoming like clockwork at this point. We get a positive play just to get the ball sent back. 1st and 15 now. Lineman trying to make his case, but the refs are not going to listen. It is now 1st and 15. Judkins with another impressive run just to be pushed back. I'm sure they're going to try and run the ball again here. The ball is snapped with 4 seconds on the play clock. Handoff to Judkins, who finds a hole. He gets through. 30, 35, 40. He's down at the 40-yard line. Almost another first down there. That was a pretty good run. He found that hole pretty easily. Designed that way? Probably. Judkins is becoming a really good running back here, which I believe Callis has him on his fantasy team. Yeah, it looks like he was down about at the 40, so 1 yard short of the first down. 2nd and 1. We should probably just hand the ball off, run it down the middle here. They hike the ball at the 1. Judkins down the middle. He gets the first down with 2 extra or 3 extra yards there. Good power run down the middle. 1st and 10. 9 minutes. 30 seconds on the clock. All right, here we go. 15 seconds on the play clock. Man in motion in the backfield. Gabriel snaps the ball, hands it off. And that is another good run there up to the 50 for Judkins. Which other NFL games are you interested in this afternoon? Well, the Broncos and Eagles is probably the marquee matchup. Also, Patriots and Bills later tonight. How about them Cowboys? How's it going, Sir Miss-a-Lot? Yeah, how about them Cowboys? 0 defense, all offense. Which could probably beat most teams, but it hasn't. Last week's tie to the Packers is not a good look, but, you know, the Cowboys, all they really need is to get a couple stops. Oh, Ford. Ford breaks through the line, gets the first down, and then some. Down at the... where was he? Where was he? Looks like maybe the 28? Let's see here. 38? 34. But yeah, I think the Cowboys have a lot of upside on the offense, but the defense just really is lacking. He was down at the 40, so I was completely wrong there. My bad. He's down at the 40, but we got the first down, 1st and 10. In shotgun formation, snaps the ball with 4 seconds on the play clock, hands it off to Ford again for about a 2-yard run there. We should probably get Judkins back in there, and it looks like Judkins is coming in. We are at 7 minutes and 30 seconds in the third quarter. Second and 7. 10 seconds on the play clock. Man in motion in the backfield. Gabriel throws it to Judkins, who gets the first down. He's at the 25, the 30. No, the 20. He's at the 20-yard line. Probably going to be stopped a little bit short there. I would say he was probably at the... probably the 21 there. Yeah, it looks like he was out about the 21-yard line there. Just a nice little dump-off pass there with a little bit of a bootleg. 1st and 10. They marked us down inches before the 20-yard line. Gabriel, almost gets sacked there, but he throws it off to Njoku, who hurdles over a Vikings defender for an extra yard. 2nd down, probably about 5 yards gained on the carry, maybe even 6. Mad hops by Njoku there. Leaping over that Vikings defender. Just completely impressive play there. Second and 4, so we got 6 yards on the play. Man in motion in the back. It's Fannin. Gabriel snaps the ball, hands it off to Judkins, who is stopped just shy of the first down marker. Gain of about 3 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 1. Judkins is talking to a Vikings player. For some reason, they still have it 2nd and 4 on the screen. Nope, now it's 3rd and 1. Okay. A little bit late there. Let's see what Kevin Stefanski has in store for us. Gabriel in the shotgun with Judkins next to him. I feel like we should have probably gone for... well, we'll see what happens. Judkins gets the ball, and he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Gabriel, for whatever reason, thinks that he got the first down, even though he's a yard short. It is now 4th and 1. It looks like the offense is staying on the field. Kevin Stefanski is being aggressive. We will see if this is a good decision or not. They break the huddle. Gabriel with, it looks like Fannin and Judkins behind him. Motions the man, the big man. Motions him again. Judkins with the carry. He goes around the edge. He gets the first down plus an extra yard. Let's fucking go. All right. Barreling over that Vikings defender there. Good job keeping those knees up and the ball up there. It is now 1st and goal. Judkins in the backfield once again. Gabriel to take the snap. Motions a man. Looks like it's Fannin again. Hikes the ball. Gives it to Judkins for maybe an inch there. Not much going. Maybe a yard, actually. Maybe about a yard there. Is now 2nd and goal. Browns need to keep up the aggression. I say we keep pounding that ball in, but I feel like we're going to probably go for a pass play here. This is Kevin Stefanski. Okay, so Ford is in the backfield with Gabriel in the shotgun. The ball is snapped. Gabriel throws, and it is out the back of the end zone. Didn't even try to hit Judy on that one. Well, actually, who was that? That was Bond. All right, it is 3rd and goal. It is do or die time. I do not want to settle for a field goal here. Vikings look like they are in a man-to-man coverage here. Shotgun formation, 7 seconds on the play clock. Fannin in motion. Gabriel steps back. Throws to the end zone. It is caught by David Njoku for the touchdown. Woo! Let's fucking go. Big celebration there. Let's fucking go. Touchdown Browns. We are now up. It is 16-14. If we get this extra point, that'll be a field goal game. Okay. Touchdown Njoku. Schmitty lines up for the kick. The kick is good. Extra point. Extra point. Let's fucking go. Whew, good drive there. Good drive there for the Browns. There was a bit of a penalty scare early on, but we were able to overcome that. Get a 4th down conversion. Feeling pretty good. Thoughts on Sanchez? Yeah, I don't think Sanchez will be coming back to his job as an announcer. I think it's kind of funny that Sanchez does the butt fumble in the league. He's famous for the butt fumble, and now he's also famous for getting into a violent dispute over a parking spot. Yeah, he probably deserves to lose his job. But I hope that he's okay. He did get stabbed, so I do hope that he's okay, and he'll be able to get back on his feet. But I don't want to see him in that broadcast booth again if he's gonna be, he's gonna be picking fights in a parking lot. Also, like, you're sitting pretty there. Like, people don't mind his announcing skills, his color commentary. Like, you have a good deal here. Why are you doing these things? Imagine having the butt fumble being the second worst thing in your life. Yeah, what can you say, kid? So yeah, I don't see him coming back to the league. I will be completely honest. Let's see. Last thing I need to do for a podcast is make sure that we have audio. Less felt. Yeah, every single. All right, we're good there. And oh yeah, I need to also double check, make sure it is episode 292. Yes, 292. All right. And let me just check the Spotify upload. Games on anyone kind of. Whoops. Basic sword katana gameplay. Okay. We're good to go there. New episode of the podcast comes out tomorrow, folks. Ferret64. Make sure you check that. There is a 40-minute, I'm not lying, 40-minute rant about Xbox Game Pass you don't want to miss. We'll release that at 6:15 tomorrow morning on Spotify for the early risers. Okay, put the lo-fi music over here. My understanding was he was pretty drunk. That does not excuse anything, in my opinion. Which I don't think you were implying. I'm just saying. All right, Browns kick it off. It is 17-14. Vikings would need a field goal to tie it up here. We are rounding the end of the third quarter with about 2 or so minutes to play in the third. About 250? 240? We can close out a premiere. All right. 2:57 on the clock here. Not at all. Sounds like a string of very poor choices, specifically with his line of work. I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're going to be a dunce, don't have a high-paying job like the NFL announcing gig, That's a cushy job for him. Like, can't believe he wasted that opportunity. Oh, Carson Wentz taken down! Ooh, by number 91. That's right. Carson Wentz sacked. Big sack there. That was about a 6-yard sack or so. Boom. That is the kind of shit we need. 91 just swimming over the offensive lineman there. Didn't even get held up. Is now 2nd and 18 for the Vikings. Snap the ball in. Shotgun formation. Mason gets taken down at the 1 yard line. He is staying down. I would hope that he is not injured. Looks like he might have gotten roughed up on that play. The medical staff is coming out for Mason, who is still down. 3rd and 17 when we return. 2 minutes and 6 seconds on the clock. Injury timeout is taken. Hopefully Mason is okay. He is a good player. I hate to see good players be taken out by injury. Hopefully he just got the wind knocked out of him or something. Just needs a second to get back in there. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully he's okay. Hopefully he's okay. Let's see, I can delete that. I can delete that and that and that. Excuse me. What else can we delete? Delete that. I can delete the Transformers thumbnail. We used that already. I can delete all of the Silk Song thumbnails. Those are uploaded on the VOD channel. All right, we're good. Okay. I just had a commercial about distracted driving. That was a pretty heavy-hitting commercial there. Now we have a commercial with a couple sitting on a couch. And then behind him, a man comes up with a knife! No, I'm kidding. I'm not sure what's going on. It looked like their son or something stood up behind them. Now he has his arms around him. Learn about adopting a team. Okay, so it was a foster care commercial. AdoptUsKids.org. We are back with this commercial with all different sports on it. Same commercial as before. Who else watches rodeo here, huh? A little bit of bull riding. I've been watching clips of it on YouTube. There's some crazy shit that happens with bull riding. Of course. It is a fucking, you're riding a bull, so, of course things are going to fucking happen. It's just pretty crazy, though. There was like a 40-minute compilation of bull riding that I was watching. The time flew. The time flew when I was watching that. Like, that was entertaining. All right, the game is back. I think Mason is okay. It is 3rd and 17. Mason is not in the backfield. Not sure what happened to him. The backup running back is in right now. Looks like JJ's on the right side. And Wentz escapes the pocket, but he is taken down from behind by Myles Garrett. A gain of only 2 yards there. Myles Garrett hunting him down like a heat-seeking missile to take him down in the backfield. It is 4 and 15. Perfect tackle there. All right. Vikings set the punt. The kick is away. It is another long kick. These punters are really working out here. There's a flag on the play. Ooh, but the Vikings are going to down the ball at the 2-yard line. Kind of a bit of a whiff by the returner there. The flag is on the play, though. Let's see what that is. Holding on the receiving team. So we get pushed back to what, the inches? The 1-yard line? I cannot fucking believe that. They're about to get a safety here, aren't they? That is the most Browns thing ever. All right, we went to commercial, though. Went to commercial here. There's an elderly couple looking at their grandkids coming up the streets. She hugs her daughter. The kids are running through the house. They're playing a game with a spoon. They're laughing and having fun. It's a Rocket Mortgage commercial. Looks like the lady is pregnant. They're going on 5 kids. That is pretty. That is like what's that Chargers quarterback who has like 15 kids? Holy fuck, his name is escaping my mind right now. All right, we have a very strange commercial where this guy's mouth is on his chest. I have no clue what is happening in this commercial. That was a Verizon commercial somehow? Okay. Now we have a Olive Garden commercial. When you're here, your family. Yeah, we can make you an off. We can make you a pasta that you cannot refuse. Introducing a new spicy pasta. All right, we have an NFL commercial here featuring JJ. Oh, it's a bed commercial. Sleep Number bed. They said, you know what? Dak Prescott, you're no longer our spokesman. We got JJ now. One of the Jonas brothers are in the next commercial here. I believe it's Nick Jonas. It's a diabetes commercial. For Dexcom G7. Glucose monitoring. There's Roger Goodell with probably his kids. He was at the Ireland game, and now he's at the UK games. All right, Browns are at the 1-yard line. Gabriel drops back, hands the ball off to Judkins, who gets 1 yard, maybe? Not great there. This is either going to be a very long drive, or it's going to be a very short 3-and-out situation. Oh, they gave him 2 yards there. 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8. All right, line up in I formation. Gabriel motions a man. Hikes the ball. Gives it to Judkins, who breaks out of the line of scrimmage, and he gets down at the 10-yard line, 1 yard short of the first down. That's exactly what we needed here. Get us out of the backfield. And it is the end of the third quarter. We are into the fourth quarter, the only quarter that matters. How we doing over here? Gritty Waffles keeping up with the scores on the in the Discord there. A Reckoning in Blood. Ooh, is that right? Let me see here. Let me double check. I thought the Japanese flute would give away this past episode's song. Let's see here. All right, for some reason. Where the heck is it? When did I here it is. Yes, that is right. Okay, cool. I listened to a couple of songs from Ghost of Tsushima because I wanted to make sure to get one that sounded very Ghost of Tsushima like. Let's see. Kenobi, do you want live penis reaction? No, we'll give you Baby Yoda heart on that. Good work, Kenobi. Callus. Callus, wake up. Yeah. Callus likes that spanking, though, you know? Okay. Just still on commercial break here. A lady pretending to be Indiana Jones getting sucked into quicksand. She pulls out her phone. And she... What is this commercial? Reserving... Oh, it was a pre-diabetes commercial. Okay. Interesting. All right, we are back in London. They're showing a person wearing a Panthers jersey. Dolphins jersey, Patriots jersey, Chiefs, of course, Buccaneers. All right, here we go. Snap the ball, and Judkins is taken down. It looks like he's just shy of the first down. I would say that's 4th and inches, honestly. Is it the one Panthers fan from B-Dubs? Nah, they're not screaming loud enough. Are we really going to punt this one off? 4th and inches? Well, I mean, it's technically 4th and 1, I guess. I feel like we should take the risk, but Bajorquez is lined up in the end zone to punt the ball away. I mean, I mean, look, if this was Madden, I would probably do a QB sneak here, but oh well. Bajorquez punts the ball. It is a not as deep of a punt as I was hoping. They take it past the 50 to about the 42-yard line. So they have good field position here. That was not a great punt. That kind of sucks. 4th and 1, I would risk it with how aggressive the Vikings are. I mean, honestly, it was more of like a 4th and inches scenario, depending on where they spotted that. I would have taken that. Quick handoff to Judkins. But we'll see if that bites us in the ass. It is 1st and 10. Vikings ball. 14 minutes left on the clock here. At the 42-yard line. Motion man in the backfield. Wentz hands it off, but he is taken down in the backfield. That is a loss of probably about 3 yards there. Oh, but there might have been a fumble on the play. There's a scrum over the ball right now. Wentz handed the ball off to the backup running back. It looks like Judkins is not back yet. And the ball was coming out. It is a fumble. That is a fumble. And a Browns player jumped on the ball. He might have that. It could be Browns ball. It is. It's Browns ball. That is Browns ball, baby. That is a fumble recovery for a Browns ball. There's a flag on the play. Personal foul on the... It is 1st down. Personal foul on the defense. I do not believe that negates the fumble recovery, though, does it? Probably said something stupid. Well, no, it's a personal foul. Well, now I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I don't know. Will that negate the fumble if it happened after the play was over? Unnecessary roughness, 15-yard penalty enforced at the Cleveland 45. So do we have the ball? The Browns now have a 63% chance of winning. ESPN gotta chill with these prediction percentages. It's 17-14. They're only down by 3 points. Well, yes, we got the ball. Thank goodness. All right, we're getting that Peyton Manning commercial. Now we have a Invisalign Michael. Why was I about to say Michael Penis Jr.? Invisalign Patrick Mahomes commercial. Oh, he's so happy. All right, we have a Best Buy commercial. She's watching football with the hologram Best Buy man. And her friends showed up, and they're all dressed in swagged out outfits. They're watching two very generic teams on the big screen. All right, Best Buy big screen commercial. All right. Another NFL UK commercial. I think there's been one of these every single time about the Broncos and the Jets. Sauce Gardner. I remember when Sauce Gardner was the hottest shit in the league. Now I feel like I barely hear about him. And if you do hear about him, he's causing a ruckus. All right, they're replaying the fumble here. Browns recovery. Not sure where the unnecessary roughness is. Ooh, it looks like number 23 tweaked his knee while getting out of the pile there. That's not good. All right, Browns in shotgun formation, diamond formation, or whatever, triangle formation. Gabriel throws the ball, and it looks like it was an incomplete pass there. 2nd and 10. That was an interesting formation. Not sure what to call that. Triangle formation sounds about right there. The evil eye formation. The Browns, we definitely need to go down the field, get another score on the board, get away from the Vikings a little bit. With 13 minutes left, 13:57 on the clock here. Man in motion in the backfield. Browns hike the ball, give it to the running back. The running back breaks through the pile, and he gets about... Ooh, I mean, that was a pretty good push there by Judkins. Looks like he got about at least 6 yards there, possibly a little bit more. That's pretty good. Our offense needs to stay on the field so our defense can get a fucking rest here. But it's 3rd and 4th here. 3rd and 4. Harris is back out. Looks like he is okay after the knee there. We are in shotgun formation with Ford in the backfield. That probably means we're not going to get anywhere. Hikes the ball. Gabriel is sacked. Sacked for a loss of about 3. That makes it 4th and 6. So that drive went nowhere because we not only took Judkins out of the lineup, but Gabriel did not see that Ford was wide open on his right side because he was already being swallowed up by the defense. There was a free runner coming around to the backfield. Our offensive line not doing a great job to help out Gabriel there. We are already punting the ball back with 12 minutes and 35 seconds on the clock. Bojorquez punts the ball. Oh, almost gets blocked there. Very close. It's a pretty long kick. Looks like it's out at the 15, maybe the 16-yard line there. Not too happy about that drive. Our offensive line definitely needs to do a better job at making sure Gabriel feels comfortable in the pocket. And we are back to commercial break. Okay. Qdoba. Oh, a Qdoba commercial. Interesting. I don't think there's a Qdoba really near me. I think the nearest one is like 20 to 30 minutes away from me. We got a commercial for a cowboy. He's on a horse. Casey Field, 6-time world champion bareback rider. Ooh. Oh, shit. This man rides bareback. Ooh. He was taken away on a stretcher. Probably retired after that. He's a lasso man. Ooh, he's a lasso man. Oh, damn. Saddling up that horse. Ride a cowboy. He's riding that horse with a lasso in his hands. Teaching his daughter how to ride. And his son. Incredible. Incredible commercial for Huntsman Mental Health Organization. All right. Favorable play presented by Quidoba. This is Ninjoku jumping over. No, Ninjoku jumping over the line, over the defender there. Okay. We need more of that. There he is getting a touchdown. Yep. We can't let this all be for nothing, folks. We gotta let our defense have a break, you know? That last drive did not take nearly enough time off the clock, one, and two, didn't allow our defense to have a good resting period. And also the punt wasn't really that great in my opinion. Fourth quarter, 1st and 10, 12 minutes and 24 seconds on the clock, 12 seconds on the play clock. Wentz hikes the ball and gives it to Mason, who is back in the game. He gets taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Taken down by Hickman. Nice pitch play there, but this was snuffed out by the defense. Looks like a blown block there by number 84. All right, we almost jumped off sides there. Luckily, I don't know why they didn't flag that, but all right, got lucky there. Maybe because Wentz wasn't ready. Wentz kicks the ball. He goes back to throw. He throws it, and it is out of the hands of the receiver. Almost intercepted by Newsom. Oh, no, that wasn't Newsom. That was Delpit. That one was going towards number 3. I think that was Addison. It is 3rd and 10. We need a big stop here. Would be nice, but, 3rd down, anything can happen. 3rd and long, 3 seconds on the play clock. Wentz snaps it in shotgun formation. He does a big throw down the field to JJ, who catches it at the 40. Gets a few extra yards there at the 36 there. That is a 1st down and then some. Yeah, we might want to cover JJ. Pretty much wide open there. And that is not good. If we stop him to a field goal, that'll tie the game up. But Wentz, quick throw to the outside. Bubble screen to Jefferson. Taken down 4 yards on the gain, I believe, there. About 4 yards there. Oh boy, they're getting down the field here. Hey, what's up? Sorry, Yummy. Internet needed an update or something like that. I'm back. No problem, man. No problem. No need to apologize. Carson Wentz with Mason in the backfield. Motions a man. Fake handoff. Quick throw to the outside. Dropped. Dropped by 84. I believe that's one of the tight ends there. Not Hawkinson. I'm surprised Hawkinson has been so quiet in this game. I believe he only has like 1 or 2 catches here. It is now 3rd down and 5. Vikings in the huddle. JJ Thielen in on this one with Addison. Wentz in shotgun formation with Mason next to him. They need 5 yards. 5, 3. All right, the ball is snapped by Wentz. And Wentz is sacked. Wentz is sacked by number 96, Collins. Looks like a loss of 3. We'll see where they spot him. They're most likely going to go for the field goal here. Let's see where he was downed. I mean, it looks like a loss of at least 3 in my opinion. All right. It was actually they didn't have him for a loss at all. That's kind of crazy. Field goal attempt. 51-yard field goal. He kicked the kick. He misses. He missed the kick. It is no good. It is no good. Perhaps a Browns player got his hand on the ball just barely, and the kick is wide right. Browns are still up. We get the ball back. That is absolutely massive. We need to get down the field. We need to waste some clock here for this next drive and get down the field. We need to do something. Once again, the Vikings moved the ball really well up until a point, and then our defense got strong, got a couple of good plays in there. The missed field goal there, that's just a cherry on top. That is a cherry on top. If we get a touchdown here, we can get the score up by more than a touchdown, right? Because they need 3 points right now to tie it. If we get a touchdown here, that'd be like 10 points plus the extra point. That would really put the game out of reach for the Vikings so late in the game. If we get a field goal, we would force them to have to get a touchdown. But I would rather it not come to that. So, does it say when the Ravens play? I believe the Ravens play at 1 o'clock today. The Ravens play... Oh, no, they're playing tomorrow. No, they're not. Where are they? Are they on bye this week? I think the Ravens are on bye this week. If we get a touchdown, we would actually score more than 17 points. That's right. Oh, no, the Ravens are playing at 1 o'clock. I'm sorry, I missed that. 1 o'clock against the Texans. They are favored by 2.5. But Lamar is out this week. Lamar is out this week. I don't recall who their backup is right now off the top of my head. You were born in Baltimore? Nice. Yeah, Kenobi is our resident Ferret Nation Ravens fan. You might have to duke it out with him to be number 1. All right, folks. It is crunch time. The Browns need a long, methodical drive here. Waste as much clock as they possibly can. It is with 9 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock here. 1st and 10. Judkins in the backfield. Gabriel lining up next to the center. Man in motion. Judkins gets the ball, but he is stopped before the line of gain. There is a flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be on the Browns. Holding on the offense. That is a 10-yard penalty there. Now it is 1st and 20. That is not going to help. 9:35 on the clock. Yeah, we run the whole gambit here. We got myself and Greedy Browns fans, Naituoso Packers fan, Kenobi Ravens fan, Callus Tampa Bay fan, Ray Jets fan. All right, 1st and 20. We're going to have to probably throw the ball here. We are in shotgun formation. Hike the ball with 5 seconds on the play clock. Big throw, small throw to, looks like Njoku. Njoku gets about 10 yards on the play. Not too bad. That's exactly what we need. It is 2nd and 9. Come on. These London guys, come on. Let's get the scoreboard updated. 2nd and 9. Okay. Judkins is still in. Jerry Jeudy on the left. Fannin on the right. Gabriel behind the center with Judkins in the backfield. 2nd and 9. 5 seconds on the play clock. They hike the ball. They give it off to Judkins. Judkins on the left side. Or I'm sorry, the right side. First down and more. He is out of bounds at looks like the 35, maybe the 36 if they are lenient with the spot there. That is a great run there to the outside. Whew. Carson Schwezinger with Judkins, 79 rushing yards per game, leads the league for rookie rushers. All right, Gabriel behind center, Judkins in the backfield, man in motion, Fannin to the right, Ninjoku in the backfield as well. Fake handoff, quick throw to Ninjoku, but it is too high for him to catch. No gain on that one. Ninjoku could have gotten about 5 yards there if Gabriel had placed it in the right spot, unfortunately. You hate to see it. Second and 10. Past the 50. Man in motion, Fannin. Shotgun formation, hikes the ball, gives it off to Judkins for a 4-yard gain. Could really go for a first down here. They're probably going to try and hand off to Judkins again. All right, they're just showing some more highlights there for Judkins. Judkins is not in for third down. You hate to see it. I usually prefer to have our best players in, but right now Ford is in the backfield. Shotgun formation for Gabriel. He hikes the ball. He goes back to throw. He throws a big one to the out of bounds. It was intended for Bond, but he threw it out. It is now 3rd and 7. So glad we were passing when we should be running. Yep. Oh, no, it's 4th and 7. The scoreboard was wrong. These guys need to wake up. We are not going for a field goal. We are, of course, giving it to our punter. Which I guess makes sense. That would be about a 50-yard field goal kick. 7 minutes on the clock. So we did waste a fair amount of time, but I would really have preferred to get a score this drive. The kick is a long one, and it goes... Well, it looks like it was downed at the 1, but they might call it in the end zone because the Browns player touched it. We'll have to see where they decide to... what they decide to do there. Well, I mean, he was at the 1-yard line when he touched the ball, and then the other Browns player downed it. It looks like at the 1-yard line. I feel like if they don't call this at the 1, that is well, or the 3, or the 3. If they don't do that, that's pretty sus. If they're gonna call that in the backfield, his toe did touch the out of bounds though, but he already had downed the ball there, so I don't think. Okay, they're calling him at the. Really, they're calling him at the 15. How does that make any sense? They literally, we literally downed it. You know, they're calling it the 20. I'm sorry, the 20. I can't believe they didn't call that down at the 1. That doesn't make any sense to me. It was at least at the 2. That was a very favorable call by the refs there. I'm kind of, that's kind of sus in my opinion. That was definitely downed, but you know, from the 3 to the 1, somewhere in there. Because the guy who touched the ball outside of the end zone, oh, now they're showing his toe touched the end zone there when he downed it. But that's the thing though. He had the ball in his position at the 2. I mean, look at that right there. He has the ball in possession at the 1-yard line. I don't know. I don't agree with that. Run to the outside for Mason. Gets about 4 yards on the play. 6:40 on the clock. Browns defense got a little bit of a rest there, so hopefully we keep up the groove. 2nd and 6. Mason in the backfield again. Wentz goes back to pass. He throws the ball to the outside to TJ Hawkinson, who gets the first down. Looks like it was a 7-yard gain on the catch there. First catch by Hawkinson in a little bit. Hawkinson, who was a Lions tight end 2 seasons ago, traded to the Vikings, was injured last year. Carson Wentz in shotgun formation with Mason in the backfield with him. JJ at the top. Man in motion. Addison going across the field towards JJ. Wentz throws. It is caught and out of bounds by number 3 for 5 yards. 2nd and 5. That's Addison. I'm sorry. Addison was not the man in motion. Good grab there. Possession all the way through. 5 minutes, 25 seconds on the clock. 2nd and 5. 10 seconds on the play clock. Wentz behind the center. Mason in the backfield. Man in motion. Wentz hikes the ball. Hands it to Mason. Mason breaks past the line. Gets the first down at the 50. And he is downed at the 45-yard line for the first down. It did not seem like the Browns were expecting a run there. Completely negated the offensive line there, or the defensive line there. Found the hole. There is a flag on the play, holding on the Vikings. Late flag, so late that I did not see it until we came back from the replay. So now it is 2nd and 13. Showing the hold there on Schwezinger. That is definitely a hold. Honestly, an unneeded hold there. I don't know why he did that. My daughter should be here and in Maz's streams soon. No problem, Echo. Have a good rest of your day. Appreciate you hanging out. And Maz is playing Alan Wake today. I don't know if he's playing the remastered version or the original version. All right, 2nd down again. Is now 2nd and 8. 5:05 on the clock. 20 seconds on the play clock. Wentz snaps the ball in shotgun formation, the only one in the backfield. Hawkinson gets the ball behind the line of scrimmage. He is taken down about 3 yards back, maybe 2 yards back. Good stop there. You got your daughter coming to follow you and Maz. Oh, I appreciate that. Appreciate that. It is now 3rd and 11. Hawkinson on the left side. JJ on the... Well, no, JJ's on the left. Hawkinson on the right. Addison on the right as well. Wentz, shotgun formation, alone in the backfield. The Browns pass rush gets to him. He stumbles. He falls. It is a sack. That is a sack on 3rd down by Collins. Helped out by... I'm not sure who the other guy was. But, yeah, that is a sack on 3rd down. That takes him back to... Let's see. Takes him back to about the 20-yard line, 21-yard line there. There is a flag on the play. There is a flag on the play there. The clock is running, though. 3:40 on the clock. The Vikings are punting. I guess there was no flag. Punt is off. 3:30 on the play clock. Browns player grabs the ball. He goes to the 40-yard line, and he is taken out at about the 41-yard line. Browns with the ball with 3:27. We have a good opportunity here to have another long drive. We got to waste a lot of clock here. I would prefer to get a touchdown at the end of all this just so the Vikings cannot have a last-minute comeback. There is a lot riding on this game right now for me. I have a spicy lock-off with Lucy in the Discord right now. And the Browns have a lead of 3 points, 17-14 with 3:27 on the clock. 1st and 10. Browns at the 41-yard line. Gabriel behind the center. Hands it off to Judkins, who is down at the line of scrimmage. The Vikings have taken a timeout. This is not the time to play conservatively. We need to keep the gas pedal going. 3:24 on the clock after the Vikings timeout. They have 2 timeouts remaining. Cleveland has all 3 of our timeouts. They're asking Thor for guidance. They're about to skull all over this place. Kevin Stefanski looking at his play sheet. Carson Wentz on the bench. Looking a bit defeated there. Gabriel behind the center in an I formation. He gives the ball to the running back, Judkins, who is taken down 1 yard behind the line of scrimmage. We should not be... We should be trying to get a first down here. We're probably going to pass the ball on 3rd down. If we don't, I'd be kind of surprised. This is the 40th game that has been played in the UK. So I guess it has been going for quite a while, huh? The Browns lost our last game in London. Hopefully that does not happen again, especially so close to being over here. The Vikings are 4-0 in London, which is the best of any team. That's great. It is 3rd and 11. 3:20 on the clock. Vikings took another timeout there to stop the clock. Dylan Gabriel in the backfield alone. So it is going to be a passing play unless he decides to run. Hikes the ball. He throws, and it is over the head of any receiver in the area. Maybe a miscommunication there. Honestly,
#Go Browns.
probably should have ran it there. Just to waste some extra clock, waste another Vikings timeout. We are going to punt this one away. Bit of a rookie mistake there, in my opinion. Probably should have at least tried to get Judy on that crossing route there. Bojorquez in the backfield. This is not great. The Vikings have 3 minutes on the clock here to get the ball down the field, and we also stop the ball for them. The punt is out, and it is in the hands of the Vikings, and he is taken down at the 19, just shy of the 20. All right. Just about 3 minutes on the clock. We'll see what the Vikings do here. Hopefully the Browns defense will be able to hold them off here. Mr. Predicto, will the Vikings make a comeback? I will throw you at the wall. Don't tempt me.
The answer cannot be found at this moment.
Oh, even Mr. Predicto is not sure who is going to win this game. Okay. All right, here come the Vikings. 3:05 on the clock. 15 seconds on the play clock. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Shotgun formation. Mason in the backfield. Low snap. Hands it off to Mason, who breaks the line of scrimmage and gets a... he's just shy of the first down. 9 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd and 1 when we return.
Let's go.
Okay. 2nd and 1. 2 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock here. Wentz goes back to pass. Throws to a open receiver on the left. That is number 1 for the first down. Looks like he got about 3 yards on the play. It is 1st and 10. Carson Wentz in shotgun formation. They are doing hurry-up offense. 2 minutes and 16 seconds on the clock. Wentz throws the ball to Hawkinson, who catches it. He gets about 6 yards there. 2nd down. Wentz is going for the hurry-up again. 2 minutes and 3 seconds. 2 minutes and 2 seconds. It looks like they're taking it down to the 2-minute warning here. All right, we're at the 2-minute warning. It is still 17-14. 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. This is it, folks. Vikings only have 1 timeout remaining. If we can get the ball back here, we should be able to kneel it for the win. But we got to get the stop. We got to get a stop somewhere along the way. The Browns' drives have not been that good, let's be honest. And we have not wasted enough clock. We got a Lowe's commercial here with JJ, with Jefferson. We have an Amazon commercial where a woman gets a set of knives. And she is chopping up a bunch of different things, including her husband's arm. No, okay. We got a Tostitos commercial. No artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives. We got another commercial for a car. A woman and a man. Well, a woman is in her car going to a date, it looks like. The man has roses. He turns it into sport mode. They meet on the road. He gets out and says, "Hey, baby." And now they go to their son's play. All right. $7.99 a month a lease. Oh boy, that is a lot of money. Now we got a NetEase commercial featuring the 49ers. That electrode is shit. All right, here we go. We are back. Vikings in the huddle. Electrode these nuts. Got him. 2nd and 4. 1 timeout remaining for the Vikings. The Browns have all 3 of their timeouts. I doubt they will use those timeouts as the Vikings go down the field. Carson Wentz behind the center. He's in shotgun formation, actually. He's in shotgun formation. Must have changed the play at the line of scrimmage there. He gets the ball. He throws. It is caught by TJ Hawkinson, who gets past the 50. That is a first down there. Is now 1st and 10. I went and looked at the stats. Bad average, horrible average, fantastic horrible. It is 1st and 10 with 1:39 on the clock. The Vikings hike the ball. Carson Wentz throws to JJ, who catches it on the sideline. 1:27 on the clock now, 1:26, 1:25. The Vikings are having a classic last-minute drive here. 1:10 on the clock. And now the Browns use a timeout. You definitely waited quite a long time for that one, Stefanski. Feel like you should have probably done that when it was at 1:20. Unbelievable.
Lasai.
Why did we wait so long to take that timeout? 1:10 on the clock. first and 10. The Browns, several missed opportunities today that could have got us the game. The Vikings field goal kicker, practicing at the net there. Vikings are probably going to play for a touchdown, but if they get stopped here, they can still get a field goal. Carson Wentz in the backfield alone in shotgun formation. It is first and 10. 5 seconds on the play clock. Wentz gets the ball. He throws it to the side, and they get about a 6-yard gain there for Naylor. 1 minute, 5 seconds on the clock. 2nd and 5. Naylor went out of bounds to stop the clock there. 20 seconds on the play clock. The Vikings line up. Carson Wentz in shotgun formation. It looks like he has Mason next to him. Carson Wentz throws the ball to the outside to Mason, who gets, looks like a 2 or 3 yard gain there. It is now 3rd down. 3rd and 4. No, 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3. The UK Vikings fans going crazy right now. 57 seconds on the clock. Kevin Stefanski talking to the referees. So is the Vikings coach. The clock is not running. I'm not sure what is happening right now. Stefanski is still talking to the refs. Okay. Not sure what is happening. Possible injury timeout? I have no clue what's going on. They keep showing this Mason tackle. They're 3rd and 3 still. Browns did take a timeout with 59 seconds remaining. I guess they determined that he was tackled in bounds because his thigh hit the ground in bounds. That's why the Browns had to take a timeout there. 59 seconds on the clock. 3rd and 3. Carson Wentz line up behind the center. Mason is in the backfield once again. Man in motion, Addison. Carson Wentz throws to the sideline, and that is a 1st down for the Vikings. Wide open there. 52 seconds on the clock. It's a 1st and 10. 54 seconds on the clock. They changed it. We have no timeouts remaining. This is going to be a classic Browns loss. I can feel it right now. We're either going to take it into overtime here and lose in overtime, or we're just going to let the Vikings get a touchdown. And my phone just went off. That is not a good sign. All right, Vikings in shotgun formation. Mason in motion. Catch by Addison on the left side. Taken down. 4 yards gain there. Vikings in hurry up here. Browns still have 0 timeouts. 40 seconds on the clock. 39 seconds. 38 seconds. 37 seconds. 35 seconds on the clock. Vikings hike the ball with 30 seconds on the clock. Carson Wentz throws, and that is a touchdown for Jordan Addison. That is not good. That is not good. 25 seconds on the clock. With how the Browns have been playing, I do not see us winning this one. Although right now all we need is a field goal, but I'm sure the Vikings will hit this extra point. That would force us to need a touchdown to win. And the field goal is good, straight down the middle. That is that makes it a 4-point game. 25 seconds on the clock. Rookie quarterback behind center. Passing game has not been great today. I see disaster coming. We had so many opportunities during this game just to waste some clock, get down the field. Just to have that all squandered by a last-minute drive by the Vikings here. Once again, the defense played pretty good today. Got a fumble turnover. I think it was 2 fumbles, right? We got 2 fumbles. Good backyard, presence in the backfield. And yeah, we need more than a field goal to do anything. If we get a field goal, that's not enough.
Well, I am gonna head to B-dubs. I'll see you there, QT.
All right, you're gonna be there pretty early. All right. Well, I mean, yeah, I'll head out as soon as the game's over. Which at this point, probably not going to be that long. Kickoff at the 10. We take it out to the 30. 21 seconds on the play clock. I'm not feeling good about this. And they're just showing highlights right now. Gabriel in the backfield with Ford. Shotgun formation. 21 seconds. Gabriel goes back. Steps up. Throws the ball for a nice completion there to Bond. 10 seconds on the clock. We need to spike it here. 8 seconds. 7 seconds. 7 seconds on the clock. We spike the ball. This is not good. That took too long to get the spike going there. 7 seconds on the clock. 2nd and 10. We need a miracle here, honestly. All right, shotgun formation once again. Gabriel is in the backfield with Judkins, maybe. Ford. He unleashes 1 second on the clock. Hail Mary intercepted. Intercepted for the end of the game there. But wait, hold on. There's something happening. The game cannot end on a defensive penalty. What is going on? Okay, apparently the Vikings called a timeout before the ball was snapped. 7 seconds back on the clock. I do not know what the Vikings coach was thinking there, but he did call a timeout. He did call it before the ball was snapped. Vikings had 1 timeout. Browns have 0. But now both teams have 0 timeouts. 7 seconds remaining. It is going to be another Hail Mary attempt, most likely. Although, thinking of speaking of the Browns, probably do like a dump-off pass just to get him tackled in bounds or something like that. We're at the 49-yard line. 7 seconds on the play clock. No, I'm sorry, 10 seconds on the play clock. 7 seconds on the main clock. Gabriel sits back. He throws the ball to... Oh, he is tackled inbounds. He's tackled inbounds, and the clock runs out. It was a good throw there. It was a good throw. If only we had another timeout, or if only he had gotten out of bounds, that would have been really good. But that is final. Browns 17, Vikings 21. We had every fucking opportunity there to win that game, and we squandered it. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. That sucks a lot. We literally had that game. Like we had 2 drives there where we could have gone down the field, wasted clock, or gotten a score, even a field goal, and we just couldn't get it going. So that is that. That is a disappointing loss. That is a very disappointing loss. It's one of those losses where you feel like not even talking about it anymore. Yeah, there was a couple of bizarre play calls in there. Lots of like, at the scrimmage throws early on that I didn't think that was a good idea. Decided to throw the ball on 3rd down when we should have probably just ran it to either waste the Vikings timeout or waste the clock a little bit. Yeah, there was a couple of drives there where it looked like something was happening, but couldn't get anything going. And that is that. Honestly, though, not a bad start for Dylan Gabriel in a hard spot there against the Vikings in a different country. Judkins, definitely a standout there, 110 yards, no touchdown today. David Njoku, 67 yards and a touchdown. And we had 2 fumble recoveries this game, which is pretty good. Yeah, we won the turnover battle there, which is kind of crazy. We also won the 4th down conversions there as well, which is kind of crazy too. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks. That's a tough way to end it. But as soon as the Vikings were up by 4, I kind of figured that we were toast, because we had not been moving the ball enough down the field. Plus, rookie quarterback with 25 seconds left. That's a tough spot to be in. I don't put this game. I don't blame Gabriel for the loss here, because first game he played relatively well, all things considered, but there was definitely some things that we definitely would want back there. But unfortunately, it just didn't work out for us. Didn't work out. So. But I hope you all enjoy the regular slate of games. Look, our offense is looking better without Flacco in there. I don't know. Would Flacco have done better here? There really wasn't anything that Gabriel did that was like you could say like, oh, Flacco would have done that better. Like, I definitely think Flacco would have been sacked a couple more times here than Gabriel did, because Gabriel was able to escape the pocket here and there. Also, at the same time, like Gabriel, his throws were a little bit erratic here and there. A few misplays there, a few overthrows. But the Vikings were giving us some leeway there, especially with their offense. But at the same time, Carson Wentz ran a better offense there. The Vikings had a few better play calls in there. And our defense was just gassed during that last drive where the Vikings got a touchdown. I could see that coming from a mile away. I was hoping that we would be able to stop them to a field goal, but it just didn't happen. And that's because our offense just was not off the field enough. We essentially, once again, just had too many short drives, too many penalties as well. Like every time we would get something going, like a big play by Judkins, it would be called back by holding. We'd be pushed back 10 yards. Like, there's just so many average Browns mistakes. Another illegal formation in there that should never happen. A couple of holding calls. Really, the defense played a pretty clean football there. There was an offsides by Garrett, and there was a that unsportsmanlike conduct, which could have caused the problem. But at the same time, the offense just also just had, it was a sloppy game by the offense in terms of penalties. You hate to see false starts over and over again. That shit shouldn't happen, especially when you're on the offense. You know how many snaps it's going to be. You shouldn't be getting false starts. But yeah, at least it gives me a little bit of hope here, Gabriel. Maybe we should have sat Gabriel for another week until after the bye. I don't know if that would have changed anything personally, but I think Gabriel did fine. I just feel like this was a tough watch at the end there. Even my dad says Stefanski lost this one for us. I tend to agree. Just there was a couple times there where I feel like we should have maybe been a bit more aggressive with the play calling. Like, allow Gabriel to throw down the field a little bit more, But also the run game was working really well, and then all of a sudden we just kind of abandoned that for a drive, which caused it to be a quick 3-and-out. Hope you're doing well today, Megaldoor. Appreciate you stopping by. Thank you for the resub. Prime Gaming sub for 5 months. I appreciate that a lot. We're actually just wrapping up here, but I will spin the ferret wheel for you here. Oh. All right. You got the rare glasses one, which I need to clean these glasses. They're a bit dusty. Ultra rare glasses wheel spin. All right, folks. I very much appreciate you being here to watch the game with me. Hope we had fun. It's not often that I get to do something like this where I get to do like a live reaction to a game, because we're playing at the 1 o'clock slot here pretty much every single week. So, not much going there. But I appreciate everyone for sticking around. We will be back on Monday to most likely finish up Alone in the Dark. So appreciate you all. Have fun watching those 1 o'clock games and the rest of them. I'm going to go to the bar and probably get a drink after that one, huh? I think I will be uploading this entire stream to my Ferret Football channel if you want to check that out. I'll probably edit it a little bit to take out like halftime and stuff like that. But that'll probably be my Ferret Football upload for the weekend. But yeah, appreciate you all once again. I am Yummy the Ferret, and I am out of here. I'll see you on Monday or in the Discord. So long.